What's going on? It's Justeeni here, and today we've got some more Guess the ELO. We've got some more Tiny Dryadlands gameplay, this time Lingueeni vs Cymanti, and let's get right into things. So, opening makes sense, going for the early ruins, not much to comment on there. Find the village, and we get a pop ruins, that's pretty nice. So we can go into early climbing or archery. I think either works against Cymanti. Organization, I'm not sure about organization, because here's the thing is, yes, we get to level 3, right? Because we spend 4 stars and get 1 back, so we gain 1 star, right? Except we actually don't. If we look here, we had to spend 5 stars on the tech. We also didn't buy forestry, so we get some opportunity costs there. So this ended up actually being a pretty hefty investment for 1 star per turn. We do get extra unit space, but right now that is not a concern. So it seems like a misplay to get organization for sure. I think either forestry or archery. I think like archery does have some potential here because we can make a lot of polytars and play aggressively. Cymanti's right there. And we can like position the warrior like here and get ready to attack and all that. Like I think I do like archery because of that, but forestry is definitely the other thing worth considering. Maybe even riding if you want to go down that route. Organization I think is a little just iffy. It's some short-term benefit and not much else. Oh, and they even get a really good border growth. Now we get forestry, which I'm really concerned about the potential of centipedes, and we're not at all ready for a centipede. We want a lot of archers, plus some polytars. Border growth is terrible here. I don't know what you guys are expecting. No, this is a terrible border growth. Why are we going border growth? Just go pop growth. Sanctuary here, absolutely not. This isn't even the optimal spot. Let's put it right here, because at least there's an animal. But before that, let's not actually place a sanctuary. Again, they just got a border growth on their capital. That usually means they're getting a centipede, and then a second one, and then maybe even a third one. That's why they would get a border growth. You see a ton of forests. If they get forestry, that's already 2 centipedes just straight up visible. Well, I guess not all of it's visible, but it's very likely that they just have 2 centipedes. What's our game plan? Like I'll just ask that. What's our game plan if they just throw 2 centipedes at us? We don't have any archers. We don't have any riders. 2 polytars is not enough to defend. Somehow, some way, they've not thrown any of those at us. We get riding, which I think in the short term makes sense because we just need to get more units on the map. Again, I think archery is better than riding just overall, but I can't complain too much about riding here. At least we're getting units. That's the important thing. And we're probably going to want to make this polytar like immediately just to, again, get more units. That is top priority. If we can just make units, keep these 4 cities and the sanctuaries in the long term, we win this. We just need to hold on for dear life, no matter the short-term sacrifices we have to make. Because we have such a long-term advantage anyway. Yeah, I would just make the polytar here. It's worth it in my opinion, just to get more units. And yeah, things are going to get a little scary. It looks like we do defend again. We need to make that polytar. Yeah, sacrificing the warrior there is actually good. And explorer, 100%. Whoa, workshop. No, explorer is gonna go down and around. Either reveals the lighthouse or at least reveals like their capital and you get good information. And it's likely revealing this as well. And if you get Eye of God, like that's just really good. And it'll be like 3 pop towards your cap. You can get a dragon if you're somehow struggling to win the game. Or just a park, honestly, that would probably be better. But like, yeah. I mean, they took a really long time to get the centipedes. At least for Tiny Dry standards, when like they've got lighthouses helping and meeting stars and they got a super early border growth. Like they should have gotten the centipedes earlier. Again, if we got our polytar though, we wouldn't be so worried about like losing the city. Dragon egg here. I think they don't have a way of killing this, so therefore it's actually fine. We don't need to get a park. In this case, I think it's always like worth Actually, is a perk better? Well, no, we could have just trained a rider and then gotten the egg. I don't know, park is maybe something we think about doing instead. Like, I mean, I don't think unit space is going to be an issue. We would be getting a park purely for the economy and just saying, like, we don't need this. Because by the time this hatches anyway, we've already won the game. So I don't know if it's actually worth it. And yeah, we are making some polytars now, which is good. And yeah, it's pretty interesting to see, like, kind of how things have built down here again. If we got archery, things would have been a lot better in the long term. I don't know how practical it was to get archery at the turn that they got riding. They should have gotten it earlier, though. Again, that's really my main gripe about things, and just not getting enough units early on. But Cymanti was also very slow to get things going, and as a result, we are going to just be fine. They're most likely going to throw one more centipede at us, but then after that point, we're just fine. If we had vision, things might be a little easier, but whoa, that is bold. Again, if they just have one more centipede, now they suddenly get a second city. They use like Gate of Power or something and get another centipede with math or whatever, I don't know. Or like maybe Smithery. We're still winning, but don't give them any outs. We just want to make sure they don't have anything. But it looks like Cymanti's not going to put up much of a fight. They just had that initial burst of centipedes, which took too long to get up, and then nothing else from that point. No ketons, no cloaks, nothing like that. Just throwing centipedes, and then I have no idea what Cymanti was doing the rest of the game. But yeah, the defense was the unit micro. I will actually say the unit micro was pretty good. Some of the macro decisions were questionable. I think, again, going into org early, definitely not good. Playing too greedy, taking too long to spam units, and just not spamming enough like polytars, like not taking advantage of that earlier. Not going into archery, I think I think archery is just better. Because like, yeah, riders are going to be better once you get roads, but it's taking you ages to get roads. That's just how things are going to go. You have to play super defensive. So I'm led to believe maybe like 1300, maybe 1350 gameplay. I'm going to say 1350 just because the macro was actually quite good. So it's not like super low elo, but let's see. Oh wow, that's surprisingly good macro for a 1200. I'll go ahead and cut to the next game. All right, so this next one, this is a Cymanti mirror, once again, tiny dry. Again, these are really complicated, really difficult. I'm not an expert on Cymanti yet, but I do know that lighthouse spawns are very good, and it's just textbook. Get an explorer turn 0. Don't be goofy and silly. Don't get the workshop. Don't be caught dead doing that. You will lose if you do that because you'll just get hexapoded and die. Get the explorer, gamble. You either get vision over the center and know where it's safe to explore, or you find the opponent and know where their units are. So let's see what happens. Right off the bat, okay. This is a big tell with elo. This is definitely sub 1500. Like, explorer is just, it's the way to play this. It doesn't matter if you're against Cymanti, other tribes. I know I think this was a really long time ago when I did Simul series. I think I would get workshop in the same year. Don't. It's a terrible idea. Even when you can go for early centipede, don't get workshop. Get the explorer. Trust me. And yeah, we are going with nice warrior opening. Riding here is horrible. Just level up your city first and then get riding. I mean, main issue is you literally cannot make a hexapod, so you just oopsie daisies. And I mean, we could consider org hunting. I think riding is better just because we need to play, we need a lineup of hexapods to actually defend. And we can get some lighthouses. Maybe we get 2 lighthouses to get population going. You know, that's also another benefit of going for the explorer instead of workshop on cap, is we have a higher likelihood of getting those explorers and only needing 1 tech for the centipede. I think we should go for explorer in the second city, 100%. If we don't, we are actively throwing the game. And see, like this, for example, this is really sad to retreat like this. You never want to be doing this. You're giving them free units. Because even a 1 HP Hexapod just takes 1 turn to heal. It's back up and running. And the thing is, like, yeah, they're super fragile, but both sides are going to be spamming Hexapods, so they're just one-shotting everything anyway. It's not a big deal to spam Hexapods because, like, everything one-shots everything, so mobility is more important. Workshop here is absolutely bonkers. And also, Warrior here is a little crazy too. Honestly, we probably shouldn't be leveling up in the first place. We probably should just be going like Warrior Hexapod because we need units desperately. Our Shaman is just going to be completely vulnerable. Because like if they just throw like Hexapod, kill this Warrior, I don't believe a 1 HP Hexapod kills another Hexapod. They just park those in front if they have good vision. Your Shaman is just already in a terrible spot. It has to run away, then the capital's vulnerable, and then everything just completely crumbles. So if they just have 2 Hexapods, that's not a big expectation either. Just 2 boosted Hexapods. Actually, only one of them even needs to be boosted. Actually, no, both would need to be boosted. I guess they don't need to kill this warrior though. But the point is, if they have 2 Hexapods and they're boosted, which they can easily do, you're pretty much screwed. Now you're like ultra screwed. You should not be running your Shaman up. You don't have units to support. They get an Explorer and they, like, at this point, they retreat back. What? Oh, that kills. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that actually makes sense. That actually does kill. They don't have a second Hexapod on turn 6? What? Okay, so we get another trade there. We get some nice vision. Of course, again, it's just going to trade back, but that's completely fine. Now, wait, did they forget to make a Hexapod here? Or maybe they couldn't? I don't know. They didn't place their Puck of Fortune. Maybe they're saving that for second Centipede. I don't know. So we're trying to rush our Centipede. We need Hexapods though. We need that Hexapod support like now. Okay, perfect. We're alive. Questionable segment placement. 1, 2. Yeah, because this Hexapod can actually, this boosted Hexapod's going to kill the segment. I know this is the opponent, but this is just useful to know. They should have positioned the Centipede here and then killed, because then the segment's here. This boosted Hexapod goes 1, 2, 3, cannot reach this way or this way. And again, regular Hexapod cannot one-shot a segment. So this is very important to know in the Cymanti mirror. I know I said I was not an expert in this, but I don't know. I feel like this is kind of basic info. You know, it has 2 defense. It's like a warrior. You know? Like every time you you kill something, you basically just get a free warrior. Okay, that is a terrible boost. You gotta run that Shaman right there, right now, because now it's dead. They're up in cities, you're losing your Shaman, they're still getting a segment, so even though you kill the Centipede, they have plenty of time to get everything set up, even though their Shaman isn't actually very well placed. It could be placed up here, they could have gotten away with it, based on how passive you were. Wait, what? They have vision here, right? Maybe this Explorer like grazes the lighthouse and then just perfectly dodges the capital, but surely they have vision there, right? If they don't, then I can understand retreating like that. That's just a free Shaman. That's game winning. Like, you take those. And also just preemptively breaking your segment like that. Actually, I guess in this case it makes sense because again, this is misplaced. Feels bad. Not moving the Shaman forward. I know I'm commenting on the opponent a lot, but they're in a completely winning position. They are completely throwing this. We are capitalizing off the opponent's mistakes, though. They have given us a great opportunity to start advancing. I think we might have possibly overextended here because now I believe the Shaman just dies. Warrior plus boosted Hexapod plus Centipede. Boosted Hexapod kills the segment. And that's that. I don't think that attack was actually worth it. I think we could have just killed this with the boosted Hexapod, retreated to entice the trade. But is trading good here? I don't know, this warrior sucks because it's not boosted. I think it's actually better to just build up. Again, this is where my lack of expertise really shows. I think we just build up units though. Like, there was a warrior there that like moved back, right? And we like saw that during our turn or whatever, their turn or whatever. We can kill that and like move it away and just free trade that. But we don't need to attack into them because the centipede attack is just, it's not a good idea. Also, resource runes is amazing. Strategy immediately jumps out to me because then we can start to spam ketones. Ketones trade amazingly into hexapods because when a hexapod hits a keton, it dies. So they need 2 hexapods to kill a keton. Yeah, it's an even trade 1-for-1, but it forces them to keep a lot of numbers, and it's just really annoying to trade. You can force sieges. Like, you force them to keep hexapods where they don't want to keep things, and it's super annoying. You can also go into cloaks and all that. Forestry. Forestry is also good. That's the other thing I would consider because this is a centipede. Wait. Oh my goodness, you had Park of Fortune. I guess with Gate of Power you get another centipede. Please tell me you chop both of these because these are useless. Because we're very close to Gate of Power, so I guess Forestry is worth it for that. We don't need to pick it up right now though, so why are we picking it up now? Wait. Why did we kill the hexapod instead of the centipede? Oh my goodness. Okay, this is some low elo shenanigans. Okay, maybe not low elo, but it's like some mid elo. Like, they know, like, yeah, make hexapods, make centipedes, all that, but I feel like the micro, they are messing up quite a lot. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is now just like allowing this hexapod to be active, which they don't take advantage of, but yeah, we are just completely winning here now because the opponent, I don't even know what the opponent's doing. I really could not tell you. We're not killing this centipede. Are we able to kill this? No, what are we, what is going on here? I really couldn't tell you. Why are we using this hexapod? I don't know. Oh, I guess I know, actually. It's because this one... Well, no, this one can kill this. Yeah, why don't we just do that? And then we can send this boosted hexapod over. See what's there. If there's a warrior, we get a segment, because this won't be on the wave, because we'll have killed it. Yeah, I don't get it. Because this can't reach. Oh, we're going for the siege? Oh, wait, siege holds. I guess it's the same difference. I don't know why we need a boosted hexapod to siege. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Okay, now we got our first explorer of the game. That is genuinely impressive. Turn 12 explorer. Again, when you play Cymanti Mirror, especially, honestly, Cymanti on Tiny Drive in general, you want that explorer in the capital. The information is so useful. And if you, like, have potential for getting Eye of God early, or you just need extra lighthouses for the centipede, you will also want to explore on the second city, though that one's more situational. Because, again, getting an early centipede, really important. Lighthouses, explorers are good for that. And then just the information you get, and the meeting stars also leads into some certain openings with like early hexapods that you can also do. So get explorers much earlier than this. I don't think much of interest is actually going to happen for like the rest of this game, because we're just gonna siege. We're gonna fail to kill that. That's fine, I guess, because we'll just kill it next turn. They have to unsiege and then retreat their shaman, so I guess we don't kill it next turn, but they're in such a bad spot. Like, we just win this. We also, off of Eye of God, also, why haven't we chopped these forests? Because off of Lighthouse Eye of God, we also get a centipede here. They don't care about saving their shaman, I guess. Interesting. I mean, what's their shaman going to do in the retreats, I suppose? We're not leveling this up for some reason. I don't know why. Capture feels a little preemptive. Again, I would just go for the centipede right now. We're not in a rush to take the city. Like, it's not going anywhere. What are they going to do? Just get the Centipede first, and then 2 turns later get the city. It's not a big deal to delay by just 1 turn. Like, you're fine. We're also allowing them to just kill their shaman. I don't know why we would do that. Oh, because they have to unsiege. That's why. Yeah, they do unsiege. Again, we're completely winning here. I don't know why the opponent doesn't resign. They have absolutely 0 way of doing anything. Please take out the segment. Okay, fine, I guess. Maybe that's the opponent's hope, is that... Also, why did we not get the Slay House? We're so close. Monuments, people. Speaking of monuments, we have a killer. We definitely got that several turns ago. We still have not used it. We can just... Oh wait, no, that's our Gate of Power. We plopped it there. Why did we plop it there? Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Math? No, that doesn't get a Centipede here. It gets one here, but... Ew, having to buy math? Yeah... I don't know. Okay, so I guess this is just a long game because, like, this is gonna take 20 years to convert. Again, I feel like you're giving the opponent a lot more counterplay than they really should have here. Double explosion to get the cap siege. Again, man, we're giving away the Centipede again. Okay, we don't throw this, surely. Like, we're still completely winning. The siege is now, I'm pretty sure, just unbreakable unless they can, like, harvest a fungi and then do some other shenanigans. Like, we get meditation because why would we get more centipede? I don't know. Get the monument, get more centipedes. Get more centipedes. Like, we bought math. Why did we buy math? Did we buy math to get 2x out of here? These are just pseudo hexapods. Why would we buy a 16-star tech to get 8-star hexapods? We spent 32 stars when we could have spent 6 stars. Get some centipedes going. That's a better use of your stars. And if you... I don't know, like, centipede should be enough, but if for whatever reason that isn't, if you want to spend stars on expensive stuff, get diplomacy. Get cloaks. Get ketons. Win game. Like, because I feel like this is the big thing here, is like, oh my goodness, this conversion is painfully slow, because I think you're just not spamming enough units, which is causing the opponents to sneak around, because again, Cymanti is really good at punishing mistakes, so when you make a lot of mistakes, even if you're winning, it's going to be a pain, because you're just giving them opportunities, and Cymanti really likes to capitalize on opportunities. So you just got to stop giving them opportunities. And again, get your own opportunities going. Like, okay, I guess we're just going for the city wall. I don't know. I guess we really hate getting that monument. I don't even know. Okay, this was like 1200 gameplay. Like, I don't know. It was probably higher than 1200 gameplay, because guess what? It's Cymanti on Tiny Drylands. Like, this was not good Cymanti gameplay from what I can tell. It was pretty bad. There were a lot of mistakes. The opponent was in a completely winning position and through a huge lack of explorers. In fact, the opponent also workshopped their capital. Again, massive mistake. Don't do that. So, yeah, there were just so many plays that just did not make sense, and I don't understand. And just a lot of weird shenanigans. So, like, as much as I would love to say, oh, this was like 1200 gameplay, because that's what this screams to me. I know that this is Cymanti, Tiny Drylands gameplay, which means the opponent is probably not 1200, but actually 1500. So that's what I'm going to guess instead. Oh, I actually would have been closer with the 1200 guess. Okay, well, I can't be too mad. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like and sub, and have a good one.